Let's talk about the timeline where Ippo actually sleeps Alfredo Gonzalez and marches straight into a title shot against Ricardo Martinez. Forget the Guevara tragedy. We are skipping straight to the final boss. Spoiler alert, the ending is a brutal televised execution. Here's exactly how this alternate reality plays out. And make no mistake, gang, Gonzalez was fighting for his actual life in their match. He straight up admitted he had a terrible feeling about Ippo. He knew he absolutely could not let Ippo go anywhere near Ricardo. The raw, bone-crushing power Ippo possessed was deeply unnatural. In this alternate timeline, Ippo tanks Alfredo's final counter, lands the Dempsey roll, and puts Gonzalez in a coma. Ippo secures the win and the golden ticket to Ricardo. The gym celebrates. Kamogawa cries manly tears and everyone ignores the massive, glowing red flags waving in their faces. Before Ippo even signs the contract to fight Ricardo, his brain is essentially mush. We have to factor in the Kojima fight as well. Kojima himself said he hits like a truck, like a 2-ton truck. That single terrifying, disgusting counter took years off Ippo's shelf life. And then add the absolute bloodbath against Gonzalez, and Ippo is walking into the world title match with zero spatial awareness and a chin held together by pure denial. He skipped the Guevara fight, meaning the emergency brake was never pulled. He is a compromised fighter relying entirely on his ability to absorb concussions to close the distance. And now round 1 against Ricardo. The bell rings in Mexico City. Ciudad de Mexico or something like that, I don't know. Ippo does the only thing he knows how to do. He bites down on his mouthpiece and launches himself forward like a human cannonball. Ricardo Martinez has seen the tapes. Watching the tapes and feeling Ippo's kinetic energy in person are two completely different horror stories. The first time Ippo brushes against Ricardo's guard, the champion's eyes go wide. It is the exact same shock Ricardo felt against Sendo. Ricardo realizes instantly that this kid possesses the kind of freakish, disgusting power that ends a career in a single swing. For about 60 seconds, the arena goes dead silent. Ippo is a terrifying, overwhelming force of nature. He is pushing the undisputed super champion back. Then, Ricardo remembers he's Ricardo. When Alfredo Gonzalez felt Ippo's power, his ego took over. He activated Metzli mode and brawled in the mud. Ricardo does absolutely zero brawling if he doesn't need to. He steps back exactly 2 inches and goes to work. Ippo dashes in and Ricardo feeds him the motionless jab, again and again. Ippo tries to weave, but his equilibrium is completely fried from the accumulated damage. Because Ippo never took his retirement arc, he never learned how to use his own left hand to control space and to parry. He is just a heavy bag with legs. Ricardo controls the mid-range with absolute terrifying precision. He snaps Ippo's head back repeatedly. Every time Ippo tries to initiate the Dempsey roll, Ricardo simply steps offline and spears him in the face. Ricardo systematically breaks Ippo's orbital bone and effectively short-circuits Ippo's nervous system without ever breaking a sweat. And then the inevitable collapse. By round 4, Ippo is swinging wildly into thin air. Kamogawa is screaming about guts and fighting spirit, completely ignoring the fact that you cannot outwill a brain hemorrhage. Ippo falls face first onto the canvas. No dramatic internal monologue. No miraculous comeback punch. Just total nervous system failure. Retiring when he did was the only thing keeping Ippo out of a permanent hospital bed. Facing Ricardo without rebuilding his fundamentals would have been the darkest ending in manga history. That's why he will never lose again when he comes back.